Yo, what up, Ricky?
Yo. Well,
Had a
hello
little
there, sir.
had a little hiccup there in the
Yeah, I
beginning, man.
saw.
Yeah, I hit the go live, man, and it gave me a message, so I don't know. I had to hit the thing twice, but
That's cool.
we're here.
That's what
We're
she
live.
said. What up? Representing my Eagles. My Eagles. So
There
you
you go.
got your Eagles gear on?
Yeah, I got the nice Eagle camo hat, and I'm rocking 25
Like it.
McCoy because
Shady.
let's hopefully we run the ball this game, dude. Let's
Word up.
run the ball, man.
Yes, we are going to be definitely diving on the Eagles because there's a lot of shit to get out. So I figure tonight definitely get plenty Eagles talk, slip in a little tiny bit of Phillies free agency, maybe the Flyers and Sixers a little bit, and of course craft beer.
Right.
What you got in your glass?
I'm sorry. This is a Wilmington Brew Works, I think, out of Delaware. The
Nice,
father of lager beers in Delaware.
interesting.
Yeah, there it is. Nice little can.
How is it?
Me, you got the father of lager beers, I guess. Is
Oh,
right there.
nice. Who is
Yeah.
the father of lager beers?
I
Probably
guess.
German, dude.
Yeah. Pretty good, man. I'm not a big lager guy, man, but this
Here,
is nice and clean.
once in a while, I like them too. What's the ABV like? Around 5.5
Yeah, I think 4.8 or something like 4.8,
or 8?
4.5.
That's
Yeah.
one good thing I'll say about lagers and pilsners is, you don't get shit bombed, right away. That's pretty dope.
Yeah,
And you
nice
said they
can.
were from Wilmington, Delaware?
Yeah, Wilmington Beer Works or Wilmington Brew Works. That's the name of the brewery.
Nice. Where'd you pick
Uh,
that up?
yeah, shout out to my buddy Tony. Uh, breweries in PA. Great guys, Matt and Chad.
Tony's done it again.
Yeah.
Did you tell everybody what you were drinking earlier?
Yeah. I had to get it, dude. I see Mad Elf and I see Narwhal. I was
Word
like,
up.
yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll have to do some pre-gaming. Yep.
Well,
Both
why don't you
great beers.
tell some folks out there, because it's also a craft beer show. If anybody's new or watching or is just getting into craft beer, tell us a little bit about Mad Elf and Narwhal, so they get a kind of idea of what's going down.
Listen, I've been drinking Mad Elf for a long time. What's that, Trogs? And a lot of people don't like it. It's got that cherry cough medicine taste to it. It's a cherry triple Belgium. And yeah, it's a little rough going down, but man, once it goes down, you're feeling
What's
pretty good.
what's the
Woman goes,
ABV again? So everybody knows.
oh my God, dude.
It's at 11.2, 11.5.
11
That's probably,
it's up there, man.
dude.
I
It's
know
a
the,
fucking kid. It's a kidney puncher, dude.
yeah.
It's a backyard fucking fist fight.
Yeah, and Narwhal is just one of the best stouts out there.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing like fancy. There's no pastry stout about it. It is
Word
just a
up.
pure what's it, Sierra Nevada, I think does Narwhal,
I think
right?
so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a pure, perfect stout. Anytime you see it, just pick it up. It was like $13 for a 6-pack. And
That's a fucking bargain at twice the
you're
price.
right, man. You ain't beating it. It was
Shit.
so funny. I'm at the liquor store, and my brother like just pulled up behind me, and I got to the Narwhal first. I bought the last 6-pack. So on the way out, I was like, "Here you go, brother. Take
What up,
one."
Rob? Enjoy that one beer.
Shout out to Robert.
Shout out to Robbie. You're the man. I'm just breaking your chops. Love you, kid. Well, so what? This is beer number 3.
Yeah, beer number 3. That's why I took
Nice.
it down a notch. I took it down to the
Smart.
4.8 level. Yeah.
Word up, kid.
A little bumpy start, but now we're in the rhythm. Now
Yeah,
we're
you just getting the clutch warmed up. Getting that old 4 on the floor. I got a little. It's called the Early November.
That's a cool can.
Departed Souls.
Oh my God, dude! Look at that
Yeah.
can. That's cool.
Almost looks like an '80s video.
Departed Souls. They're Jersey, right?
Jersey City, I think. Shout out to Jersey.
Yeah,
People
man.
talk shit
Jersey.
on Jersey, but we fucking rock, dude.
That's a
And we
dope
will.
can, man.
Yeah, pretty dope. Almost a little aha take on me ish, with some of
Yeah.
that 80s
Okay,
emo
look.
shit.
80s rock.
Love 80s rock.
What's
So
what's
anywho,
the beer look like? Give me a little
so
flash
I
of
got a nice deep orange.
wow, that is a nice looking beer, man.
Yeah, good lacing. It looks like it's got it's about 7.9%, and it says here at two breweries X X10 20-year anniversary hazy India Pale Ale, ever so sweet double dry hopped with Galaxy, Strata, Lotus, and Cascade. So that's pretty fucking nice unto itself. Now I think
Now, Lotus, is that what you said?
yeah, there's a Lotus hop.
No, I don't think I ever heard of that one, man.
Didn't
Strata.
I thought Abomination did something with Lotus. You know how they single out hops and do certain beers?
Yeah, right.
They
The
might have.
series
I'll look up on my Untapped. I think they did a Lotus one, but I think this is a collab with a band. This is actually from my buddy Mikey Mont. Gave me that beer. Shout out to Mikey Mont, the fucking craft beer ninja. I think he was friends with the dude in fucking the band that did it. That's why he gave me a can. He's like, yo, my buddy's band or something. They did a collab. I don't know. I got to ask him for the story, but there's some kind of backstory to this beer. So the early November,
That's
I'm sure
cool.
somebody will correct me if they're watching. Please do.
Well, there's a couple of breweries that done that like a collaboration with a band. What's that? Surly Axe Band.
Yeah.
That was a collaboration with a band, and that's an awesome beer by Surly. I
Fucking
haven't had
right.
that in a long time.
And that's one of their head brewers too. Was a big metal guitarist too. His name is Todd. That's where Todd the Axeman, and the axe was his guitar.
That's right. That's right. Oh man, that's a good beer. Yeah.
What was I going to say? Because see that fucking that quick, I forget. I had a point out that I was going to make about the beer, and I forgot. Damn it! But,
I'm sorry, bud.
Oh no, you know what it was? No, that's my bad because it was 420 a little while ago.
There you go.
Yeah, it's legal, and I was prescribed. So listen, it was. Damn, I forgot again. That's terrible. Yeah, but it's really good.
There you go.
I dig it. It's collab with a bit. The Deftones. The Deftones did a collab beer with a brewery about maybe 6 or 7 years ago. So it's another band that did a collab with a brewery.
Yeah, I think that's pretty neat, man.
Yeah, I like when worlds like that collide. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Pretty cool. This lager's going down pretty good.
Nice. Well, what the fuck do you expect from a lager?
Yeah,
them motherfuckers are like, let's keep drinking.
Dude, yeah, I mean, like, I get it. You know, lagers are the new thing. Back to Pilsner's a lot. It's not a new thing, but it's like coming around again. And I'm trying, dude. You know what I mean? I'm trying.
Yeah, I try to do my fair part.
I'm an IPA guy, man.
Try. Yeah, me too. I'm unabashedly not ashamed about being an IPA lover, dude. They're the best beers in the world. I don't care. Anybody wants to fight me on it. You know, I like a good squabble. But yeah, it's the best beer in the world, and teach his own. But if you like something else, then fucking tout off what they love. You know what I mean? I don't care.
Well, I went to that Lager Fest for Human Robot, and Human Robot, their beers are so damn good. Like, but that Lager Fest, and at the end of the day, it's just like, oh my god, the lagers just sit so heavy on you. I mean, it's not like an IPA. IPA's got like a light backbone, a nice hoppy taste, but the ABV is always there because you're using some sugar or something. I was
gonna say so much sugar in these motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. But it does lager, man. It's a sitting beer, and that's what it is, man. It's going to sit heavy on you too, man.
It's a session beer. I get it, and listen. I like session beers when I'm sessioning. So I'm not often, where I'm at in life now, sessioning and drinking for 7-8 hours in a row, which I could, and I loved doing back in the day, but I just don't now. So I'm like, all right, if I have a 4-hour window, 5-hour window, maybe where I'm going to drink some beers, all right. I'm stepping up. I'm batting cleanup. I'm setting on with the big boys, man. I'm not, I'm not going to pussyfoot around. Give me, you know what I mean? I'm in here to hit home runs. The Schwabinator. I'm from the future. I come here to hit home runs.
Get the Schwarber from Wawa.
Seriously.
Oh, sick.
You're good, Joe. Okay. Uh,
All right,
so
all
lead
right.
that. Do you want to lead that into the Phillies?
Oh
You
my
talking about
god, dude.
Schwarber because free agency's
Yeah,
coming up.
let's talk about free agency coming up. What do you think, man? Like,
I
who?
think Trey Turner's probably going to be a Philly. If not, it's going to be Xander Bogaerts. And listen, I say I'll take either one. That is that. Me and Gene Segura, love you, kid, but it's time for you to go somewhere else and us to try something different. And they're both shortstops and they're both studs at their position. I mean, you're instantly adding 100 RBIs to your lineup with either
Dude,
one.
that's
And
tough. That's
Trey
tough,
Turner's
man.
is just a
It's tough
fucking
to lose Segura, man. That
yeah.
dude's got so much heart, but the
I
playoffs,
know.
he didn't show up,
He
man. He
got
didn't
ice
show up.
cold. He got ice
Oh my
cold when we
god,
needed him the
dude.
most. And dude, you were the
Yeah,
longest player in all Major League Baseball to miss the playoffs. So you were the longest of any single
but
player in the league, and you went ice cold. I love you, Mean Gene. I always
I
will,
love
but
him too,
time to
man.
move on.
I think you're right, man. It's that this would have been a run, man. Like you can't do that, man. You
Yeah.
can't just not show up.
Listen, same with Reese Hoskins. I love you, kid. You
Yeah,
always be a Philly to me, but
yeah.
and I know he only has 1 year
That's a
left on
tough
his
one
deal.
too, man.
Yeah, but you could always move Bohm to first, bring Castellanos in to play third base.
And I like
Harper
that.
eventually, after the injury, is going to be back in right field. And then you can play with the lineup. You can mess with Schwarber at DH or play him at first sometimes, or So,
Well,
and
with the surgery that Harper's going through, man, it sounds like
yeah,
he's going to be DHing, man.
you
That's it.
probably won't see Harper in the lineup till July,
No,
and you probably won't see the real Harper probably in the lineup till late August because it's going to take
yeah.
that's a UCL. And listen, it sucks. Yeah, we made our run, but listen, we have I feel like enough depth and what we had in the offseason to make another one. But we
Mhm.
need pitching and we need another big bat. At
Yeah,
least, at
it was a
least.
it was a tough loss, but man, how cool was it to
Yeah.
be in the World Series,
Did you
dude?
read that
That
article
was
today? That the
so
Phillies
cool.
run in the playoffs generated almost $80 million to the Philadelphia and Philadelphia surrounding areas into the
Wow.
local economy. 80, and that's what we say. Owners, if you're listening, I know none of the owners as teams are watching this, but if you are, listen, that's why do it the right way. Not only hire the right people, smart people, in the front office, because shit rolls downhill, but
Right.
also be willing to spend the money when you need to spend the money. And most of
Right.
our teams do. But I'm just saying that's what it does for the city. Did it put me in a better mood, you in a better mood, all the people around us?
Oh
It
yeah, man.
releases energy unto itself. It's a
It
part of the
was
universe. It's
incredible.
just
It was incredible. Yeah, beating the
unreal.
Cardinals, beating the Braves, beating the Padres.
Yes.
It was awesome, dude. And the
Yes.
city was on fucking fire. It was crazy. And if they
Yes.
made that much money, yeah, put it back into the system, man. Let's go another round. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm thinking you're probably going to make a big play for Trey Turner or Xander Bogaerts. Both are shortstops. Both are studs at their position, top 5 or 6 each. Either one I'll take. I know that Japanese kid Yashimoto wants to come here
Oh
and play.
yeah,
He
he
even
said,
said it.
"Oh man,
That
that'd be
kid,
so
that
cool."
kid is an on-base machine.
That's
He is an
awesome.
on-base machine. Remember last year or in the playoffs, what happens? They got cold. You want to know with this kid because he's on the base like half the time, literally, almost 5 out of 10 times. You know what that does when you set the table? Uh, You're
Well,
just scoring.
what's the one dude with the long beard, Marsh? Man, like
Marsh.
he's always on base, dude. It's
I
it's
like
very
Marsh. He's a
rare.
good young
Yeah,
player. Good defensively too.
right. But yeah, I think like you said, man, it sucks to see Segura leave and Hoskins
Yeah.
leave, but yeah, I mean, let's just be honest here. They didn't show up when they need to. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's a good point.
Hoskins had that one home run, man. That was was awesome. That put
Oh,
us up.
he had a couple big
Right.
home runs, but he also went ice cold when we needed him big time in World Series. But he came up big in the earlier playoff.
A lot of errors through the season too, man. At
Yeah,
first
some
base.
costly ones too.
Yeah, I would like to see Bohm at first base. He's a tall, Langley guy.
Yeah,
You might be able to stretch out more to get those outs that you need at first base. So we'll see.
yeah,
That's a good idea.
yeah. I would take either Bohm or Schwarber first. Both Schwarber's played first in his career. You could even rotate him, maybe run some at DH, some nights depending on the pitch and matchup. And so. Oh. So yeah, that's I think Hey, listen. At least we're
Oh
real.
my god.
So the one thing I will say is we need more pitching. You
Yeah.
need another starter and at least 2 more legit arms in the bullpen, at least.
Now,
So,
who would you get rid of? Eflin, I would say.
well,
Okay,
Eflin's
thanks,
already a
man.
free agent, so
Yeah,
he's
I'll let
already
him
out
go.
there. I mean, I don't know. I'd bring Eflin back, but at the right price. I wouldn't overpay for him.
Yeah, definitely need something, man. Because I can't even say that was our problem because we didn't even have hits when we needed the hits. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how do you when you lose a game to nothing, 0? It's like, well, shit, man. There's
Well,
nobody even fucking batting.
for
So,
goodness
like,
sake, we had a game we got no hit. They didn't just have 0 runs; they had 0 fucking hits, and that's
yeah,
unacceptable. We need more bats in this lineup. Go get me a Trey Turner, go get me a Xander Bogaerts, either one, and then go get me that kid fucking Yoshimita, or I'm
you're
sorry,
right,
but
man.
go get him. Go get him signed. Just you can't have enough bats and you can't have enough pitching. The Dodgers don't mind spending. The fucking Mets, the Red Sox, Dodgers. We're just
All
going to
right.
spend.
All right, on to the next. What we
Are
got?
you talking about this?
Flyers. No. That's not get there yet. Let's do
Oh, that's
Flyers
the
or
encore.
Sixers.
What is
Yeah,
it?
that's it. Either the Flyers or the Sixers
Well, you
because
you said
they're both.
Sixers, and I'll say this to you. How about fucking Joel Embiid the other
Yeah,
night dropping 59,
it was
11,
all.
8, and 7? Dude, he
Yeah,
was like 5 points away from a quadruple double. You know
right.
how rare that shit is? You know
I
how
think he
rare
was.
quadruple double is?
I think he was the only person to score points at the fourth quarter. Maybe there was like one other person that scored like a point, but man, he was fucking going nuts, and it was like 7 blocks.
Dude, it was
Dude,
unreal.
like
It was
unreal, man.
unreal.
It was unreal.
It really
Like I
was.
wish they could play like that all the time,
Well,
but
let me ask you something.
it's
Did you notice who wasn't in the lineup when he did all that?
was it Harden?
Jimmy Hardon.
Yeah.
Sit there, this guy the rest of the year. This guy's. I just don't want him in my team. This
Oh,
team's better without him. They are better without him. I'm serious. His numbers are average, a little bit above
yeah.
average for
I
making
mean,
what 43 mil or whatever the fuck he took a pay cut, quote on. Thanks, Jim. You know,
yeah, we
uh,
brought him in thinking like yeah, he'd be some leadership or something. Nah, man. You're a
what
bust, dude.
what
Time to time to
teach him
get
where
out.
all the best titty bars are. Jim ain't teaching
Yeah.
him. Jim said how to teach him how to stay up until 4 a.m. and still show up to practice somehow.
Oh
I
man, dude.
mean, listen, but Embiid looked great, man. And this team,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'll bet you dollars on donuts. I mean, we won't find out, but I bet
Well,
this team right now, without Harden, just the team you have now, without Harden, would go deeper in the playoffs than this same team with Harden.
would you hear what that happened at the last quarter? Was Doc was like trying to come up with some plan or whatever, and Maxey was just like, "No, I'm just going to pass the ball to Embiid."
Right?
That's it, man. That's it.
Seriously,
How
that's all you
funny
gotta
is that,
say.
man? Like,
Oh,
nah,
that's so
man.
great.
Sorry, coach.
Yeah, sorry,
Sorry,
coach. Listen,
coach.
this guy's over. He's got 56 right now, dude, and he's
Right.
fucking He's shooting like fucking
Doc's like,
53%.
yeah. Doc's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, let's go that way. I'm trying to do my job here, but you're 100% right.
Oh my gosh, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah, so I don't know. The Sixers, it's early, it's can't
Yeah.
get a read yet. They're very middle of the package. Now, listen, we're going to find out
Right.
a lot tomorrow night. You got the fucking Milwaukee Bucks, who are just perennial powerhouses and are
Right.
fucking doing great right now. Show up and show out. Go make some fucking noise and get your name out there. Say, look, we're still among the top in the East.
Well, I mean, Embiid always does good against Giannis, so
Yes, he does. Yes, he
let's
does.
let's hope he shows up to for that game, dude. Or
I'm sure he will.
it,
We just need the guys around him to show up. Tobias Harris,
right.
fucking. Oh, the list goes on. They're all. I love all the team, but I mean,
Right. And
we need
I
them to
love
stay hot.
Maxey too. I love his
Oh,
heart and everything.
Maxie's. I got no qualms with Maxie. He's just this
But
beast.
man, he's not hitting those 3 points. Yeah, every time he's stir them up, it's a brick, dude. Just go for the basket, man. Just go for the basket.
Amen. That is a kid that should be driving the lane 90% of his ball handling.
That's what you're good at.
He's a slasher.
So go do it. Right, man. Yeah. You're quick. You're small. Why not? But on to the next beer. This is where DeeTer gets his next beer. Let's see what we got here.
Let's see the episode of where. Let's see. Where are you? What do you got? Your fridge in your garage? Where are you at?
Oh no! I do the beer bucket with ice packs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have to move. Yeah, this is my studio, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm in my garage. It's fucking freezing. That's why I got this woolly on.
I can imagine, dude. I'm thinking about that today. So I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna be fucking freezing his ass off. But awesome Jersey
the shit
beer.
We do for the show. Yeah, what's
man.
up? Ludlow Island, double dry hop, water guns and rainbows?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's double dry hop. It's just water guns and rainbows.
Either way, still great beer.
Good. Yeah, this and what's it? Wrestling moves by them.
Yeah,
ooh,
and what's the other one? Dude. What's the other one? Lantern Light, or you know what I'm talking about? Their flagship one. Remember? And they got sued by the brewery up in Boston. Lamplight. Shine down. That's a great beer.
Yeah, that's a great beer too.
Remember, it used to be like Lamplight, and then Lamplighter Breweries put a cease and desist on them. Oh, like you, dicks.
Well, what a great name for a beer. Water guns and rainbows. Like, okay, sounds so much fun.
Probably high as a motherfucker. And they're like, what do you want to call this one, man? Yeah, dude. They're probably tripping, you know.
And it tastes delicious.
Water guns and rainbows.
Oh crap. All right, so how about the Flyers, man? They didn't show up tonight. That's for sure.
They got their asses kicked again. But I'll say this: this is the one time I'm going to pass. Boston is off to like a historic start. I mean, like 90-year-old start for that franchise. It's something like 15-2-0 or something like that. I mean, I can't get on them tonight. I didn't think they'd win tonight. I watched it and it got really fucking boring. So I eventually flipped to the Thursday night game, Green Bay and fucking Tennessee, to watch that monster of a fucking bulldozer we're going to face in 3 weeks in fucking Derrick Henry. You think fucking the Washington running backs did a number on our fucking D-line? Where do you see these fucking cats?
What was the guy's name? Robinson? Who the fuck is that? Robinson. Jesus fucking Christ.
But he's really good. He was like one of the higher drafted rookie running backs from Alabama this year. He's a really good back. I mean, like 5 years from now, you'll look back and be like, okay, it's not that bad. I got my ass kicked by that dude because he's really good.
Dude, unstoppable, man.
The kid you're going to face this weekend out of Salem County, New Jersey, and in the University of Wisconsin, Jonathan Taylor, is a fucking steamroller. He led the fucking NFL entirety in rushing last year. You know, this kid is a fucking beast. They got their work cut out for him on Sunday. Every team from here on in runs the ball really well. So I hope Jonathan Gannon got his fucking head out of his ass and realized I got to fucking adjust.
Before the Eagles, let's jump back to the Flyers just a little bit more.
Johnny, talk about.
Johnny Gaudreau, man. Like, how bad was that loss, dude? Like, come on, man. It was like 4-5. That's 5-1.
The Flyers have Flyers. No, we lost in overtime to them.
Right.
But no, what I was going to say is the Flyers have given up on average in the last 5 games, like 5 goals a game average in the last 5 games. Now, I know they got a point Tuesday night against Columbus, but I mean, come on. And before that, back-to-back 5-1 losses, I believe. It's like, you guys got to either fucking.
That's a guy that should be wearing a fucking Flyers jersey, if you ask me.
Of course, that's what I remember when he was a free agent. I said he all but begged to come here. And this fucking joke of a franchise now that since Ed Snyder died, God rest his soul, may he rest in peace. Listen, this franchise now has just come up small. You're like a corporate entity. You got a garbage ass GM up there in Chuck Fletcher. You got to go. Bobby Clark, your time as player was good, but get the fuck away from the organization. Leave all this shit alone. Go away. Go smoke cigars and play golf. Leave this. Sell this team from the corporate entity of Comcast that it is to another ownership group that gives a shit, like Ed Snyder did, because they don't give a shit, and shit rolls downhill. And you got Chuck Fletcher up there, the fucking boob that he is. He's not going to ever win you a fucking title. Get this guy and Bobby Clark and all the old guys from the Flyers still hanging around. Get out. Your time's up. You're like 70, dude. You know, get the fuck out. We love you. Nothing against old people, but out. Your ways don't work anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, nice there's my rant. I'm sorry, America, if you didn't want to hear that, but that's just like America's listening. We're on like USA Today.
We got one viewer. There's no America.
No, I'm just saying.
But it was nice to see, what's that, Al Morganti getting into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah, he's
I
good.
Always listen to him. I always listen to him in the morning. Yeah.
Well,
he's a down-to-earth person, man.
I like Al separate than Angelo's show. I can't listen to Angelo. I won't give him my radio time. He bothers me. And I'm listen, not ill will, God bless you, but I'm glad you're retiring. I hope, we don't hear in this fucking airwaves anymore in Philly.
Well, I like the relationship between him and Jonesy in the morning. They're always two funny guys, man.
Jonesy's great.
Look at the head on that, man. That's a good beer by Ludlam, man.
What is that? The Water Guns and Rainbows?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I think this is the portion of the show where I got to go to my fucking beer fridge. Let's see if I can not fucking navigate around this fucking minefield that I've created in my garage.
I wish Ludlam would get like a bigger brewery, man. They're a small place, man, because they're right by my brother's campground, and it's nice and everything, but I think they only got like 2 or 3 tables. Like it's packed pretty quick.
Yeah, Ludlam. I think we went to Ludlam like once or twice, and it was when we went. It was pretty early. It didn't get packed, but there was a few people there.
Let me see that fridge again, dude. That looked pretty goddamn good. Holy shit, dude! How do you do it? How do you do it?
The fucking craft beer Jedi, son.
Jesus Christ!
Too many all getting tiptoeing through the tulips. That's what you don't get.
Well, which one are you gonna pick there?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. Would you give me a suggestion?
God, dude, you got fucking too much, dude.
I'm gonna fucking drink what is it? How about very hazy?
You said you want to take it easy, so oh man, that's an awesome pick. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about that. That's a good beer right there.
That's the Jimi Hendrix of craft beer double IPAs, just so America knows that shit. For goodness sakes. Look at us.
But
fucking tearing up the airwaves. 19 viewers at a time.
There's a lot of hockey left. There's a lot of hockey left, so it's a lot to be out there.
But let me throw this out there. And you're right. That's a good point. And here's where I'm having a hard time deciding on what I should do with this team. Help me out. So do I root from the maybe turn it around, make a run, and get to the first round of the playoffs? Yeah, that'd be cool. And I'd have fun for that first round. But you're also spiraling out of control organization with piss poor drafting over a good amount of the last 4 or 5 years, 6, 7 years, if it's 8, 9 years, if you want, your best bet right now. And I know people go like, oh my God, I can't believe you say that. Probably should tank this season. You're not going to do either be the best or be the worst. And the kid coming out this year that's going to be the number 1 pick, generate one of those guys that can turn your franchise around. I know it sucks to tank, but it's a means to an end. And they're not going to win anything. You're going to get to the playoffs. I think maybe you could win a round, but probably not. And that's fine. I mean, I'd love to see that too. Don't get me wrong. I love the playoffs, but
I will say they're a tough team, dude.
John Tortorella is going to do that to a team, and that's what I like. Get him some players. Get John Tortorella some players. Go get this number 1 overall pick, and you build this franchise for the next 8, 9 years. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're seeing dudes with black eyes and teeth knocked out, like they're sitting in front of the puck, taking shots in the face.
Second in the NHL in block shots. Second in the NHL in block shots. Yeah, that's the John Tortorella effect.
And it's a total turnaround because we used to be quick and finesse, but now we're a bunch of bruisers. Yeah, man. You have to find that in between. You know what I mean?
Dude, that beer just smells like, dude, that's Tits McGee right there, motherfucker. That is a good smelling beer. Woo! that's a fucking very hazy. Oh, if anybody's watching and you guys watch the show for craft beer stuff, cool. Here's that part. Boom, very hazy. Treehouse. It's their next take on haze. It's fucking banging. It's
This Jersey beer is delicious too. Don't let it
yes.
fool you. This rainbow water guns and rainbows. It's good.
Cheers, brother.
That's a fucking nice looking beer, dude.
Oh,
You bastard.
oh dude.
You bastard.
Peach mango fucking sorbet, motherfucker. That shit.
Oh,
That's
man.
fucking.
When I went up to Boston last year, man, oh my god, it was so good, dude.
I like Boston too. It was cool.
Oh,
Did you have a hard
God.
time getting around there? It's like a little bit of a back ass for a city because it's so old. Like traveling, dude.
Yeah, you're going over to like the same bridge or something.
Yeah.
It's weird
I kept getting lost.
we went to night shift, and then we went to
Nice.
what was that? Lamplight, I think it
Yeah.
was.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a few
Yes.
places.
That
But
dude, the
is that the
connection
same
is
place?
dude, it's the same place. The beer you were drinking.
No way.
Did
Oh my
Ludlam
God.
Island. Ludlam
It's just
Island.
tricked. It's just
Did
tricked.
you see that
Oh my
connection
God.
the universe just made?
Wow.
Boom.
I'm shocked.
Here's that
Shocked
shit.
and all. Wow.
Oh, Tony Montelcliff. So I heard we got the World Cup coming up soon. You're the soccer guy. You tell me.
Yeah. Team looks pretty good, man. Like
Yeah.
I
saw their group.
my favorite player, Christian Pulisic out of PA Hershey, plays for Chelsea, is the
Shout out
youngest
PA.
U.S. team captain, and he's one badass striker. And I have a
Nice.
total faith in him. But a lot of guys I talk to about soccer, they're telling me about these guys and that guys. It seems like the squad is coming around, and it should be a fighting team. And the first team we play against is Wales, which is kind of funny because the dude from Always Sunny and Ryan Reynolds did that
I heard
Wrexham
about
thing.
that. Wrexham or something? They in this tournament? I don't know soccer. What the fuck's going on?
No, but they're out of Wales.
Nice.
Their team's out. So I imagine a couple of the guys might be on that team, you know?
That's
So
good shit.
it's interesting. You know, you learn about Wales through that show, and that's the first team we go against. And I hope it's a good game. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I want USA to win, but I think like it'd be so cool to just have a battle.
Well, let me ask you. So you know soccer better than I do. You're the guy. One of my buddies I turn to about soccer. I got a couple of you fucking weirdos that love soccer. Just kidding, love you guys. Do you think Wales overall is a better team than the U.S. because they're an English country? Because isn't soccer fucking monster over in England as compared to here? I mean, the MLS is like the ultra low level, right? So does that translate into our worlds? I'm asking you, does it translate like that? Or is our team that kind of, are we the MLS of the World Cup?
Well, yeah, US is young. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
MLS is a newer squad, but Wales isn't part of England. Well, it's its own country.
Yeah.
And like you have
but
Scotland
I mean, it's
like
Great British country where soccer's huge.
They probably have more experience, but USA probably has more money, I would say. So it's kind of
is England in our fucking group too? No, I'm saying are they our group? I saw it's Iran, Wales, and who's the other one?
I didn't even get that far, man. I was trying to get my buddy on
the other day. It's US, Iran, Wales, and I think England. Is that's our group? We're like Group E or something like that.
Well, shit, England's gonna be tough. I don't know how
Iran aren't they one of the best in the world?
Yeah,
like always.
I imagine Iran's pretty tough too. I imagine.
Are they? I don't know. They play a lot of soccer in the desert.
It seems like nobody really wants to mess with Iran. You know, I would just think like,
leave those motherfuckers alone.
I was trying to bring my buddy Kenneth on, who's a fraternity brother and soccer.
Shout out to Kenneth,
Kenny. But He said he wanted to prep more. He said he wanted to have a nice background like we have.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
I respect that. And hopefully
Yeah.
we see you on the show next week.
Even though my background's my unfinished
Ah,
garage
dude.
and my
It's awesome,
fucking,
man.
my Eagles fucking big sign. And if you ever see any craft beer up there behind me, they're all Treehouse, and there's 2 empty champagne bottles that were from the Phillies World Series win and NLCS win in '08.
How about that Eagles loss?
How about it?
It was a tough one.
Yup. Yeah, that was a tough one, but maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Fucking, you find out what your weaknesses are and you improve them. And that's what it did. Redskins ran the ball all day and we tackled like shit. So
Bad
you got to
defense,
fix that
bad
first.
tackle. You know what I mean? And we're playing deep fucking secondary against what's it, Heineke, and who the hell's Heineke? You know what I mean? Like, why are you playing so far
I
off
don't
the
get
ball,
it.
dude? I don't
But
get it either. It was bad coaching, if you ask me, man. And
there was some bad coaching in that game for sure. No doubt about that.
I think his longest pass was like 30 yards. So you're playing everybody deep for one pass, 30 yards, dude.
Well,
Why not fucking get pressure on the run? Because the run's what fucking beat us. The run took up the time.
killed them. Well, I do have confidence, though, that Nick Sirianni and his staff, saw that and know what they have to fix this Sunday against Indy. Because Indy, listen, they gave you the blueprint on how to beat an 8-0 team, which is not fucking chump change. They were an 8-0 team. But the blueprint was keep their offense on the sideline and run the ball on them all day, right? Let me ask you something, motherfucker, real quick. When we went on to win 6 or 7 games last year to get in the playoffs, we had to totally turn the offense around. What'd they do? They ran the ball consistently over and over and led the league in rushing. Led the league in rushing, right? Here's the funny part.
What just beat us last year?
What just beat us? What just beat us is now our blueprint to win.
Right. I don't understand how we didn't
Run the ball.
Change it up.
Run the ball. They have a great offensive line. Run the ball.
And Miles Sanders is up for a contract next year.
And he's averaging like 4.5 yards a carry. That's huge. And listen, you have a stable of 3 fucking good backs. Boston Scott's a really good backup. And Kenneth Gainwell can do anything. I mean, run, catch. You can line them up, split them wide, put them in the slot. You can run them out of backfield.
Let me tell you this. Do you think that we're going to give Miles Sanders money to stay here? No. So why not fucking run him? Why not run him to the ground? I know it's a bad thing to say, but run the fucking dude. Let him fucking go out there, showcase, and make a fucking better contract somewhere else, man.
But real quick, too, not only that, though, you don't have to run him in the ground because you have 3 good backs. You could give him the ball 17 times a game, give Boston Scott 10 touches, and give fucking Kenneth Gainwell 7 touches. Right there, boom, there's like almost 35 touches for your running backs right there. And you have a great offensive line. Play to your strength. Wear their defense down. Keep their offense on the sideline. Control the time of possession. You know how we beat Dallas, who's actually, by the way, is a pretty good team, is we control time of possession. Like I said, run the football. DeeTer, from here on in, that's got to be your game plan. I know we have nice weapons in Arsenal. We can pull them out maybe in the playoffs, but guess what? You want to get to the playoffs, it comes through your backfield and your run game. Teams that dominate in the run go deep in playoffs.
Dallas is a talented team, but you know what Dallas is not good at? At time clock, management.
Yeah, listen,
they are fucking awful. And I hope my Texas family friends hear that, because they're awful, dude. They make so much mistakes. It's unreal.
Well, you know who else you better look the fuck out for is the Giants. They're for real. I've been trying to tell that team is for real. Saquon Barkley is for real. And guess what? People bury Danny Dimes. That kid's a pretty solid quarterback. He really fucking is. He'll run for like 150 yards. and pass for 200 yards and get like 3 total touchdowns. Listen, watch out. Don't get court tiptoeing through the tulips. I'm going to tell you that right now. That was good for the Eagles. Do you know what I worried about after that Eagles game? Is I hope nobody broke their fucking ankles jumping off the bandwagon of an 8-0 fucking team. I said, are you kidding me? These motherfuckers giving up on this team already? You were 8-0. You're 8-1. It was losing the game was a good thing. It was a wake-up call. And as bad as it was and as bad as we were, we still had a chance to win that game several times.
You broke franchise history, man. 8-0. That's the record now.
Cool. Let's put that behind us, right? You have an 8-game season left, right? You have an 8-game season left. Let's go 6-2 or 5-3, depending. Right. And let's go get in the playoffs and get ready for a fist fight in a fucking phone booth, because that's what's about to come up. Don't worry about the fucking every game from here on in has a stud running game.
You think every team? You think Saturday coach is legit? You think he's ready enough?
I don't know. So? I don't know. They played one game. Dude. They played one game. He's probably not. You should go in there and you should fucking punch this team in the mouth. Right. Dude, it's not a good Colts team. I never saw so many people dying and jumping off the fucking Empire State Building after a loss of an 8-0 team. Listen, if they were 4-5, I'd understand that. Dude, everybody needs to relax.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much of that, man.
I heard a lot of it. Reading it. There are tons of it. Yeah, people are killing them. You all right over there?
I got the flag on my back. This beautiful Eagles flag. Yeah, but no, I haven't heard too much of us dying off like that, dude. That's crazy.
I heard a lot of people diving off the bandwagon after a one loss. They're like, I can't believe you lost to the Redskins. The Redskins are half a game out of a fucking playoff spot. Wake the fuck up, people.
NFC East is a different culture.
Best division of all time.
Right, man. It's insane, dude. I will say it was nice to see Rob Rivera get the win.
No, it wasn't. I don't like seeing anybody get a win against us. Fuck him. I don't care. Fuck you, Ron Rivera. I don't care about you, dude.
I choked up and cried and everything, dude. It was he just lost his mom. Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Man.
Oh, I didn't see that. Well, then I take that all back. I'm sorry, Ron Rivera. God bless you. I didn't know any of that.
Yeah, man.
Jeez, man. That was like a boom. What?
But, yeah, man.
Sorry, Ron. Ron, sorry if you're watching this podcast. if you're watching this podcast.
Thanks, Ricky. Yeah, I totally get it, bud. You're doing your podcast. It's totally okay.
Oh, that's so funny, dude.
Oh God, yeah. That's why we are two birds, one show. Craft beer and sports.
That's it.
Cheers.
Breaking all the FCC laws. We're crazier than Howard Stern. No, I'm just kidding. But I think you know what the fuck you got to do come Sunday is you got to use the game plan that was just used against you for you. You need to go out there, control the time of possession, and run the ball all day and keep Jonathan Taylor on the fucking sideline because the dude is a fucking beast. Go out and do to them what Washington does. Control the time of possession, run the ball all day, keep their offense on the sideline. Boom. Keep it simple, stupid. That's the game plan.
I totally agree with you, man. We have awesome fucking receivers. And I get, Jalen Hurts, awesome dude too, man. And I have no complaints.
He won me over. He seems like a really great young quarterback.
I have no complaints about him at the last game. It was stupid fucking.
It wasn't his fault on that game.
Right. What was one receiver that dropped the ball like fucking?
You talking about Quez Watkins fumble on like the 15? Yeah, that was the game. That was the game. That was the game. Everybody's like, it was this. No, that was the game. That's why we lost the game. If he holds on to that, even if he doesn't get up, we have the ball with first down on like the 15 with 4 minutes, and to give us a lead. Like that was the ball game. That was the play I know. I was like, it's over.
And
people blame the Goddard play. Yeah, it sucked. He got face mask. It probably hurt him. It was one of the worst missed calls in the history of the NFL. But you know what?
Can't recall it.
That's the Watkins fumble. The Watkins fumble cost us the game.
But
Brandon Graham and some bad coaching.
Brandon Graham fucking coming down hard on the quarterback. It's a little iffy.
Weak call. That was a weak call.
It was a weak call. And why it's a weak call is because Heineke, after getting popped, jumped up and said, "Okay, motherfucker, you got fucking laid out, and you're complaining about being laid out, but you're the first person to pop up and point the finger
and talk shit." Shit. Yeah, I know. I know.
It doesn't make any sense.
It was one of the worst officiated games I've ever seen. They're going to use that game in the rules committee in the offseason. I'm telling you, because watch after this. Maybe I'm making a little bit of sports history, probably not, but that's going to be under the review for any 15-yard penalty or more being reviewable. That play should have been reviewable for the face mask, because not only did it cost us a fumble, but it got our player hurt. It was literally that bad of a face mask.
Well,
that's going to come to the rules committee and start to be able to challenge 15-yard penalties.
In hockey, there's a lot of 2 penalties. All right, you have your penalty, and then you have your penalty.
Double minors and fucking
And that was very theatric, I would say. Like, dude, getting hit and then just pointing the finger. Listen, dude, you're not injured. You're not. You know what I mean? There's nothing there, man. You're like it was a mistake. I totally think like the NFL should really change like some of the ruling, being like, "Hey man,
that was it." Okay, both those calls and non-calls, it fucking cost us the game. Well, and the Quez Watkins fumble, but listen, that's neither here nor there. That's the past. Right. Nothing we can do to change it. So what we got to do now is learn from it and get better. Yep. And we got to go and listen. Control the clock. If you control the game clock, you win the game. I'm telling you now. Hopefully, when we're talking next Thursday, we're like, "Oh, nice win." Like I said, you controlled the game clock. We rushed for 159 yards as a team and 2 touchdowns, and dominated the time of possession. You're going to know you're walking out of the win. And guess what? If you do that every week from here on in, you'll probably go like 6-2. Seriously, if that's the game plan, you execute 6 out of the next 8 games or however many, you're going to win like a high percentage of those fucking games. It's almost too simplistic to be that easy.
Well, do you think that loss helped the change of like who we just got on as a free agents? Because we got Sue
and Dominican Sue and Linval Joseph,
right? Both fucking mean motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah, right on, dude.
And I can't wait to see how they come in this program. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we were lacking in defense and tackling, so we just picked up 2 fucking monsters that are able to do that. So you think I
like both the signings.
So do I, man. And I feel like them. Listen, I feel like it's like, hey man, it's all in. It's all in this got year.
Even tougher on your defensive line, which is hard to do because that D line was already pretty tough. I mean, when Jordan Davis is healthy, I mean, you just got that's fucking.
That's a huge increase, dude.
Yeah, that's going to be deadly for hopefully, because that's what we're going to need to stop. I mean, did you see Derrick Henry tonight? I only got to watch till about halftime, and then we started doing this. And Derrick Henry's just a fucking bulldozer, dude. He's fucking marching down the field on the Packers. Now, I don't know how the second half's going. I've been out here, but better come with your A game against that dude. And this weekend, too, Jonathan Taylor's a fucking monster. You got to go out there. You got to stop him early, and you got to control the time of possession. Keep his ass on the fucking sideline.
Tennessee 27, Packers 17.
Okay, nice.
But
and we got that's who after this the Colts this Sunday. That's our next 2 opponents, the Packers and the Titans. So
both good teams, man.
But yeah, well, the Tennessee Titans. I mean, the Packers are 4-6, but they seem like they're battling back. They beat Dallas. Thank you, Green Bay. Beat Dallas last weekend. Thank you. Always good to hear
You're,
Dallas lose.
you're playing against Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anytime you play against Aaron Rodgers, it's
Amen.
yeah. I mean, yeah, sometimes he might be a little bit bitchy, and Nate,
He's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Right, and then sometimes he might blow you the fuck up. It's very questionable.
Well, looks like it's fucking getting about that time
for another beer. Well, did you want to do your lock of the week?
My lock of the week. Not lock of the week, but we were talking about doing picks every week. The one I saw, I think you might want to play is Buffalo at home, but technically in Detroit playing Cleveland. I think the line started it. I think the line started at Buffalo giving 8.5. I think it's down to 7.5 now. Take the Bills on the road, but at home because they're playing in Detroit. Because they already moved it. They moved the game from Buffalo to Detroit.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. They're kind of at home, but they're kind of on the road. So if that's my pick of the week, Buffalo giving 7.5 points, maybe 8.5 points, depending on when you got the bet in. Take them. They're going to cover in Detroit as a home game to Buffalo against Cleveland. Boom. If you can keep up with that, you're good.
That is Ricky's lock of the week.
And I'll see you next time.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining the show, and I'll see you next Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Two birds, one show. DeeTer and Rick T. Later.